What's up, everybody? Matt of Trades here. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to get into kind of the stats of my portfolio this week, right now, what I got going on. But the main thing we're going to do in this video is we're going to talk about some things that you can run into with the wheel strategy, things you want to try to avoid. Just kind of a worst case scenario thing. It has happened to me, but before we get into that, let's go into the stats of my portfolio. So right now we're 39.6, up about almost 0.5% for the day, which is awesome. I'm going to compare to the market. So we'll look at the week, up 378 for the week. SPY is up 295, so I'm beating the market for the week. For the month, the market is up 4.41. For the month, I am up just over 10%, so beating the market by about 6% there, which is good. For the last 3 months, I'm up 11%. The market, we go back to the SPY, is down almost 4%. So we're beating the market by a pretty good margin for the last 3 months, which is awesome, which is kind of the biggest goal for a lot of investors is to beat the market. All right, so just a quick update on my position. So Black Rifle Coffee Company, I sold 8 puts on that. Sold 2 calls on Gap Clothing, and Pinduoduo. I sold 2 puts. Let's see, I forgot the name of this company. TLRY, sold a few puts on that as well. Go back, and also Matterport, sold a call. Not recently, I've actually had this one for a few weeks, and this is actually the trade that I want to get into, this and Gap. But I think I'm just going to talk about this Matterport trade because this one's kind of the one that's hurting a little bit more. So let's go to Matterport. Okay, so months ago, started doing the wheel strategy. Matterport was a stock that I was very interested in. Basically what they do is they recreate actual locations virtually, actual destinations virtually. And I thought that this was going to be a pretty good stock moving forward with the metaverse and VR getting pretty popular right now. So basically what I did is I sold a bunch of puts. So we're at the 1-year chart right now. The premium at the time was really good, which is one of the reasons why I was selling puts on it. I sold puts when it was worth about $30. And basically right when I did that, the stock just tanked. And even worse, so I had to buy, let's see, I had to buy 100 shares. The stock continued going down. I've been selling calls on it, but the worst part about what's happened here is that the premiums have just basically become next to nothing. So if I look at options available on this, I'd be selling calls. First thing worth noting is they don't have weekly option, they have monthly options. So that kind of hurts a little bit too, because what we do on this channel is we sell weekly options for the most part. Anyway, so as you can see, if we're looking at the nearest one, April 14th, this is the one I actually own right now, only $23, and that's, if I get that a little bit earlier, that'll be a little bit higher. So if we go to May 20th, same thing, about an 80% chance of profit, but $50 to $80 a month on a stock that you don't necessarily want to hold anymore isn't too phenomenal, isn't the best situation. So this is literally the worst case scenario. So on my position, I am down. Where does it show my total return? 21 minus 2150, $2,150, which kind of stinks. I've gained about $500 in premium over the life of doing the wheel strategy on this, but that doesn't come close to making up for my loss. So that kind of stinks. So this is kind of something you have to look out for, kind of the worst case scenario, something you have to be prepared for. Having to buy 100 shares of a stock after selling a put, and then that stock just completely tanking, and then the premiums just becoming completely worthless. So that's kind of the main thing I wanted to go over today. I'm going to try to keep this nice and short. Something that you can do to possibly avoid this sort of thing is don't sell puts on stocks that have a lot of news surrounding them, which was the case, when I was doing this. A lot of news or upcoming earnings or anything like that, basically where something big's going to happen where the stock is going to move one way or the other. I am planning on holding on to this and just selling calls. It does look like we're kind of bottoming out right here. We're starting to move back into an uptrend, hoping to make up some of those losses there. But if selling calls and then I have goes above the strike price that I have to sell, then that's going to be a net loss for this trade. But overall, I've only had this happen to me twice, and that was on Gap and Matterport. But overall, for the last 3 months, I've been doing really well. This right here was kind of the tail end of both of those stocks, just tanking, and then they stopped tanking, and it's just been uphill from there. Well, folks, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to follow me on my journey to growing my portfolio to $100,000 and beyond that after we make our goal, go ahead and like this video and subscribe. I'll see you next time.